The video talks about a great startup and its feature. To be a great startup, the founder need to be on-time lover of the project. They also need to be very keen on it. Besides, a great startup this year is not a walk to a person. It's a whole contribution of every individual in the company. It's not an individual winning, it's the whole company successful. A great startup and its feature. The video talks about a great startup and its feature. Uh, um, the videos say about the passion and dedication. This is really important for a startup because when you first do the startup, there are a lot of challenging waiting for you. So you need to have a very good passion and dedication to what you are doing, and you will feel your enjoyment when you're doing it. And I mentioned about restaurants. Maybe I would like to give an example of a startup. When you're trying to have your own restaurant, you need to have a good recipe. And do you think it's might a good recipe for you, but you need to get the feedback from the customer who decide is really good or not? The videos say about the passion and dedication. This is really important for a startup because when you first do this dedication, this is really important for a startup because when you first do this. Um, I think that the 25 out of 7 is something that's explain the workload is more than usual when you're doing a startup. You need to be do in detail and everything you need to solve by yourself. And people might only work 7 day and 24 hours in a day, but people who do startup is um, maybe they need to be work more than the usual person. Is a very different way to say that people who do startup often has to do more than people who work for a company as an employee. I think that the 25 out of 7 is something. I think that the 25 out of 7 is something. I think it will be more difficult when people starting up a companies because they need to run everything by themselves. They need to think about how to maintain the companies, how they will pay for the bill to run the companies, how their product will be separate to be introduced to the user, and how their sales. And there are a lot of things they need to think about in comparison with a person who work in a company. It will be more difficult when people starting up a companies because I think it will be more difficult when people starting up a companies because I think that people who do startup, as mentioned in the video, they need to be love what they are doing and very dedicated. Moreover, they need to be 25/7 working instead of 24/7 at the maximum time of a week. That means they need to do more than 100% what they're able to do sometimes. I think that people who do startup, as mentioned in the video, they need to be love what they are doing and they people who do startup, as mentioned in the video, they need to be love what they are doing and they. I think that the people who make startup that is mentioned in the videos have to be very full-time lover what they are doing, and they are also very passionate or very dedicated to what they are doing as well. Moreover, they need to be 25/7 instead of 24/7 for contribution to what they are doing in their startup. Or in another word, I can say that people who do startup, make startup, need to be able to do more than 100% what they're able to do. Make startup that is mentioned in the videos have to. I think that the people who make startup that is mentioned in the videos have to. I'm not really understand the phrase "sell their mother," but I guess they need to be very serious about what they are doing, and all the decision need to be carefully considered. I'm not really understand the phrase "sell their mother," but I guess they need to be very serious about what they are doing, and